Yeah, this is just a chillaxed time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because listen, a lot has happened in the past month and a half. So much. Like it's insane. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me know when you're ready. You want to start the intro.
Fuck. Hi, guys. Welcome back or welcome to the Ugly Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Dark Ginger, and I'm welcome back with JonnyIzz. And I have a sexy voice because it's been a wild fucking month and a half. All right. It's been wild.
Not even back. 2 minutes and we already cursed.
Oh, shit.
And there's number 3.
I don't think shit is a curse word. If they really consider it a curse word, then frick off. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But so
sorry, you guys, for all the hiatus. It's just a lot goes on in the kink world. I don't even know. Like, it's been wild. Like a really wild time. Just like gathering just what happened today is amazing. But it's beautiful. It's still sunny outside. Super hot as hell. I hope you're all staying cool. But yeah, we're here. We're back. Bolder than ever. I'm so excited to have you back, Johnny. Thank you.
Oh, I've always been around.
Yeah. Just hovering over my shoulder.
No, more like resting on your shoulder, hoping you do something
I'd like
else.
that. It's been time. It's been time. But we have a good thing because the big thing that we've been you'll be doing one soon, and what I've been doing is what we're gonna cover today is it's a very hard thing to actually openly talk about on the internet. And I wish, again, this is why we have that couch. We're normalizing things. Is game bangs. They're a thing that happens behind your doors. It might be your next door apartment. Sorry. I went to a big house one. That house was so nice. It was so nice. It was incredible.
I haven't had a chance to go to any of the house ones yet, but I want to.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, last night wasn't a game bang. It was like an orgy party for sure. But game bangs, they usually happen, usually in hotel rooms, right?
Well, no, they can happen in hotel rooms, theaters, swinger clubs, as well as houses. It all varies,
Because you've been to more game bangs than I have. I went to one, and now I'm a featured girl in one. And it always happens in the hotel rooms. I'd love to host my own, but I just don't have a big enough house.
I've lost count of how many I've been to.
Great way to boast.
No, it's just everyone's asked me even when it comes to what's my body count. I don't even keep track of it. It's not like I have a diary that way. Okay, 1, 2, this one. No, I don't care. It's a number. It doesn't matter to me as much as
As long as we're all safe and we get tested all the time, please do that. I do it frequently. I'm an adamant person. I have to get tested all the time because of the interactions that I do. And I know that's a very shameful thing to do in a sense, but please do, especially if you're doing activities like this, and I know that you're very responsible when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Try to be. But yeah, so a lot of people don't realize, but my main kink is gangbangs. That's my big thing. And it sort of covers, it's like if you're into voyeurism, if you're into group play, if you're into what's it called? Help me out here, Ginger. Breaking. It's your major kink.
Yeah, exhibitionism.
Thank you.
You were right there. You said it.
No, I was having a blank on it.
It's cute. That's a Pokemon.
Oh, that's a side video I have to tell you later about that I've been watching on.
I watched Pokemon the 2000 movie the other day. I
Uh,
rented it.
I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, it's so good. It was so worth the $4. I was like,
But the
but yeah,
one,
yeah, exhibitionists, voyeurism. It's incredible.
oh yeah, and I'm going to say this: if you're not comfortable with,
But so let's explain this for any like new listeners. So an
yeah,
exhibitionist is someone who likes to be watched, and voyeurism is you like to watch those kind of people.
you just
So
like to watch.
it's
It's not even
very
like,
interesting, and I
and
love it
then you
because I'm
also
not
have,
a voyeurist at all. I don't want to watch people fuck. I just want to like be in there and get involved.
see, I like doing both because sometimes if you are with the right person and certain things happen, it could definitely be a nice turn on for.
Right. Yeah. Because that was a lot what was happening last night was a lot of people just watching. And I was like, just jump in on it. Like do it.
Well,
And that's why it's very interesting when we come back to like game bangs. Like it's a very different atmosphere.
right.
And
You could also probably clarify a little bit what's a different, how close, like how fine of a line gangbang's and orgies go too, because
yes, there's a fine line.
very fine line. Because in my personal opinion, if we're a regular gangbang or a reverse gangbang, for those who don't know a reverse gangbang, sea of girls and just a guy or a couple guys. That's it.
That's a thing. There's a reverse game bang.
Yes, because a typical gangbang is usually like one, two girls, three at the very, very, very most,
Mhm.
and a sea of guys and a ton of guys.
Yeah, that's your typical game bang. Yeah. And then a reverse is just one guy.
One guy, two guys, maybe three guys, and a whole bunch of women.
I want to attend this so badly.
I,
I'd get so jelly though. I'd get so jealous. I'd be like, I want
my
to.
personal favorite would be if I'm gonna die, have me die in a reverse gangbang. I'll die with a nice big smile on my face.
Yeah.
But you're losing it already, huh?
I am. It's been a fucking day. We all know this. Okay. You know this.
So that's
Yeah.
that's now that's how a gangbang's described or defined by me. I don't know how
Yeah. A
you.
game bang is like usually well like on like detailed like if you look up game bang, it's usually just one female and a bunch of guys.
Right. I mean, you can do a gangbang with like two, three at the very most,
Right.
but when it's almost like okay, there's almost equal proportion of, or it's like, when the ratio is more like okay, of like okay, three guys, four guys to one girl,
Right.
or vice versa, that's
Yeah.
more of an orgy.
Right. And that's you and I've been talking about that a lot. It's like what is the difference? But like so I'll talk about my recent game bangs because in the past month it's crazy to think it's been 2 months now since my first one and I just attended. I was like I want to be that girl. Like I'll show up and like have a
Have
good
fun.
time. It's very intimidating for by the way. And I'm sure it's very intimidating for a male's perspective. It's so like scary.
Mhm. So I'll actually cover my first one as well because we actually had the person who I had my first one ever with. She was actually on the podcast.
Yeah, it was.
So go ahead, tell yours side.
No, no. Tell that story. That the fact that just tell her name. I love it.
So,
I'm not gonna
so
say it.
guys, for those who remember, we had Thetis on a while back.
We love you so much. I can't wait to have you back on the
Now,
podcast.
she was actually the first one ever
She's
to
incredible.
over the gangbangs because she was the featured girl, but also what happens in this culture is that you get a lot of people who get very fixated on a body type or a size type.
Yes.
And I can honestly say, me being a bigger guy, the cards are usually stacked against me. You know,
What does
now,
that mean?
usually not in my favor. Usually I get I used to get denied a lot,
Oh.
and also there's a couple of them where it is very intimidating, where it takes a lot of courage to get up and go to your first one, as you found out, because you know what,
Yeah.
don't know what you're going to see or what you're going to walk into or whatnot. Now, I can say theater is probably the best first experience I ever could have had, because it was very laid out, and it was literally like the first time I ever go there, and she literally asked, "Okay, whose first time is it?" And me and one other guy both raised our hands.
I was the exact same. I literally like in the room, I was like, who's this first time here? And they like all raised their hands up and I was like, come here. Like I will give you that attention because it is very intimidating.
That, and also it was like really like supportive. That group was really supportive. Like
Yeah.
they were clapping and cheering the two of us on. It was like really cool to have that. So that sort of launched it for me to do more. Now, I will say this: rules and etiquette sort of vary from party to party, but there's a
Oh my
basic core.
fucking god. I did not know how much people don't have etiquette when it comes to something like this.
Well,
Like
the problem is so many people watch what's out there on the internet.
pornos and whatnot, they just go, "Oh, this is like a porno." No,
No,
please don't do that.
no.
So
The
let's
make
start with this. Okay, I'm gonna start real quick
sure you want to
because
talk about.
I've been a host for this now. I feel really well educated in it. Um, please bring like waters and condoms.
So actually, I'll explain. There are two. There's a couple different types. There's BYOC, and then there's also groups that will supply. Now, if you know you're allergic to latex, or if you're of a
Yeah,
bigger
because I
size,
brought both. I spent $60 on non-latex and latex condoms.
what you're better off doing is just bringing just the regular latex ones next time you do that, because very simply
Yeah,
put, if you know
but
you're
like I
allergic
know that
to
I'm sensitive to latex too, so I brought non-latex for
latex, okay,
myself.
then that's what you do. You gear
Yeah,
it more towards
I paid so much money for goat skin.
goat intestine.
Because like latex really fucks with me. It's terrible. But like
No,
I'll
I
do it, but like don't call me the next day.
note to self. But yeah, no, that's
Don't
literally
say that because I'm gonna see you. Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna see you in November. And once we hit 750 subscribers, I'm going to Exotica. So y'all better hit that, smash that fucking like and subscribe, please, because I want this so badly. I want to
and then
go.
also bell notifications, so that's way you know when new episodes get posted.
Yeah, hit that bell. Just ring it like you're ringing. I actually I was gonna say ring it like my tassels, but I don't have any piercings in right now. So
No, I'd say ring it like you're having an orgasm.
you know.
Uh, that's what we all about.
Well, it was really wild last night because during the event I was wearing my light up plug for the first time in the pool. So and like I had someone like controlling the vibrations, and then it died.
Okay, so it has like what, a 1 hour, 2 hour lifespan?
Yeah, it has a really like low like lifestyle. Yeah, she's like, nah, I'm done. Fucking, I can't do this. It was like, oh, Jedi's in the pool, or Ginger's in the pool. I was like, yeah, hi.
Well, let's just short it
Anyway,
out when you
anyway, anyways. So etiquette to game babes, like, please, if you can, supply your own like water and condoms. Like, please. It's so hard. So I brought a lot last time. I spent over $100 on that.
yeah. So first rule is whoever is the featured person, male or female, that person controls the room. What
Yeah,
they say goes. So I know a lot of people are used to hearing like think of safe words and whatnot. In this scenario, safe words go out the door. It's very strictly yes or no.
yeah,
And
pretty
if someone
much.
stops,
But
you
I
stop.
was really awesome. with my event that I said, hey, my safe word is mongoose. Because you have to make it such a distinctive word if it gets to that point.
Well,
Everyone's
no,
like, she's not going to say
that.
mongoose. I did. I did.
Well, you also have to. That's why I find like a lot of ones that I've been to. It's like it's a straight yes or no or stop. Works the best because you know what? It's mm, literally just very straightforward because there's just so much energy, and I can honestly say I
Going
think
on
I mean
in
been to a
one
few
tight
where
room.
sometimes yeah. I mean I've been to somewhere the AC died on us.
Our AC was like so terrible. Like, I'm trying to find another hotel that we can go to because that hotel that we go to, like, I know the thermostat is set to 70, but like, and that's why I don't know if he's gonna watch this, Kinky. I love you, but he like brings like his own like tower fans to our events.
Well, some people who go to these a lot have certain things that
So
they do.
amazing. And I love it and I appreciate you all so much when you do that kind of stuff.
I mean,
He
I
like
will
he brought
bring
his tower fans and he brought like a whole nother pack of water. Like, what a fucking savior.
well, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is that these things go on not for like an hour. These things will go for like 3, 4 hours or more.
Yeah, I mean my events are going on from like 7 hours.
Yeah. Well,
It's
you also
incredible.
have a break in between, if I remember correctly.
Sure. So how my last event was, we have a VIP hour from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then I'm supposed to get an hour break. I really don't because I just love like playing around. For that hour, I'm supposed to take a break. I don't like taking breaks because, in my perspective, I see so many of everyone. I'm like, I just, I just want them to get a nut and like go home happy.
You
And that's
know,
like
it,
such a different perspective of what you guys have.
well,
But I
it's
mean,
also
like in a different, because you're not gonna make me. I mean, you can make me come, but there's a difference. Because we've talked this before in previous episodes. There's a difference between coming and orgasming.
right. But
So I want to make sure that you go home happily nutted. And like with the last event, uh, I love him to death. I love you so much. I hope you watch this too. Um, he came on his lunch break for VIP, left back to work, and then came back.
so I've actually been to a few. There was one I've been to. It was actually right when I first moved back here to East Coast. Um, I went to the first event, had a good time. They all were gonna go get food or whatever, and I actually went scoot shopping afterwards.
Fucking cool. I don't mind that stuff. Like if you've
And
got
then
things to do
I,
in the middle of the day, okay,
and then
great.
and then I came back, and it was funny. Was I took pictures I was showing them like, and literally one of them got so turned on. She started like literally like before like the event was supposed to start. She started ripping my clothes off.
Oh, you better wear. Never mind. That's a personal conversation between him and I.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like, so here's the thing when it comes to etiquette, when it comes to a game bang. So please bring water and condoms. Please, like that's my biggest thing. Bring condoms
Bring the
because
clothes that work for your size is what I'm gonna
yes,
say. Bring
I bought magnums. The woman, it was so awkward. I went into the store and I was like, "Do you have a variety pack?" And she's like, "What are you looking for?" I'm like, "Everything." She's like, "Do you need magnums?" I'm like, "I might,
no, actually,
I
that's what
might."
more places would do is that because there are a few. It's not. I'm not the only one. I've been to a few where
Way
there's
to
a few
toot your own fucking horn, Johnny. Whatever.
that they don't bring a large enough size. So
Yeah.
and literally, if a and other guys can attest, you don't have the right size. Getting that thing off that hurts more.
Can I tell you how many like those went so much quickly from my last event than any other one?
Well, because most don't
Well, because
supply the
here's the thing: is that like it's not about like they have a long. Am I allowed to? I
long.
don't know. They have a long. Mm-hmm. But
It's
it's
not
just you have girth.
right. Right.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it could be, you need it for girth. Sometimes you need it for length. Sometimes you need it for both. Everyone's. built is differently.
I have 6-inch cervix, but no one fucking understands that.
No, they just want to jam the 2-footer up there.
Can y'all please stop doing that? I really appreciate it. Thank you. I've tried to express this so much.
That's when you go, no.
No, and I don't mind it. Like, again, I'm such a like people pleaser. Like, I can't say no.
Right,
but when it comes to something like this, when it comes to a game bang, you have to say no. Like, you have to like understand your limit, because if you don't say no at that point, then they're gonna think that that's okay if you do like separate play or like another event or whatnot. You know.
No, I've been to one where literally this girl, we were surprised she didn't have a concussion, and we had to take her to a hospital at one point. We thought, because this girl was like getting railed by everybody. I mean, literally, like at one point, like there's one guy who she's like her back's up against the wall, and she's just getting railed. And like we would stop like as like someone's inside her, and she'd be drinking water and whatnot, and just taking it like a champ. And honestly, she was one of the best I've had at these things. That I gave her a ride home because we were going in the same direction because she was going to take the bus, and they were trying to figure out like Uber or whatever. And I'm like, listen, I'm going that direction. I have no problem giving her a ride home. So as like I'm driving, I'm talking to her to making sure she's coherent, because you know what, I've had multiple concussions and whatnot, and that's the biggest scare. Mike, Ginger, Mike's off.
That's a very dangerous thing to do. Also, if you're going to be a game bang, especially if it's your first time, please do it sober. Like, it's so scary.
Drunk. She wasn't.
No, I know, but like she's so incoherent from getting all that dick. It's a very like overwhelming thing.
Well, no, it wasn't even the dick. It was her head getting hit up against a wall.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, she got concussed. So, but like that is such a fucking dangerous thing, because the first one that I went to, one of the women was so not there. Like you have to.
Yeah.
I talk about mindset a lot when it comes to these kind of situations, and the woman that I was with the first time, like, she was not there. I mean, I told you she's drinking, vodka and Dr. Pepper, just fucking out of it. And it's
I've
like,
seen people
that's
where literally they were. I've seen others where it's like they are just drinking and
flat
whatnot.
out drunk.
It's if you want to drink and that's what helps you get off easier. Good.
Yeah, cheers, everyone. Sorry, we're drinking on this podcast, not me. Well, me, he's not.
But
I don't know. Are you on this side or this side from you?
What do you mean?
Well, because I'm looking at my screen. For me, you're on this side.
Oh, I'm on my screen. I'm on the right. I'm over here.
Hi.
So, but
yeah, no, like, to be like you, like when you do events like this, you have to be in that moment. Like, don't subdue yourself. Like, especially if it's your first time, please be in that moment and really understand your body and your mind, because it's a lot. It really is.
Be afraid to talk it out or use your voice. If you're nervous, that's fine. You'll find someone who relaxes you, and if you need to talk a little bit to get turned on more,
yeah, because if we're not going to bring up my time with my person,
but
I'm not ready for that yet.
Big thing I also will say is try not to bring up like your relationships and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I don't want to hear about your wife and children. Like, what a fucking buzzkill.
Yeah, I mean, it really can be. And I will say this, being the guy sometimes for some of the women, it's, what? The one thing I hate is the ones who don't want to communicate.
Oh my God, I love that so much. I love communicating while I'm getting like dick down.
Well, I also hate the ones who are like dead silent the whole
Yeah.
Time it's like, okay, either it's a hot dog down the hallway, or it's or you're like, you know what, like for me personally, it helps. Do you need an ice pack?
Oh, I'm fine. I have a pill. No, I'm just looking to make sure I don't have a hot dog in the hallway. No, I'm good. Like it's so like I love. There's nothing better, like, because I'm such a, like a comedian in my mind. There's nothing better than like doing a game band and someone's having just trying to have a casual conversation while I'm going like this.
I've
I
seen
love
guys
it.
where I've been literally in one where I had like, there's a girl between us, and the two of us are talking about like what we do for.
I know. I love that shit. It's so incredible. Like
What's funny is,
people need to understand that like game bangs, like yes, like we're all going there to like do that. That's fine. It's great. But
you'd be
like we're
surprised.
also like like we're normal human beings and we do interact. And I promise you, at least for me, like I love like talking and like interacting. It's
Oh
not just
yeah,
about sex. Like it's the sex is great. It's a bonus. Um, but it it's very interesting world for me to like live now. Because by the way, I'm gonna drop this right now. My next event is September 13th in Phoenix. So if you want to like come to it, please message me on FetLife. Don't message me here. But it's incredible to see how like different people are when
oh
it
yeah,
comes to such an environment like that because I know these people separately and then come into this environment. It's fucking beautiful because
yeah.
I
Totally
can't
different.
imagine that mindset they have to go into. Like, okay. But I mean I do the same thing too. Like I'll like get all dolled up, got my lingerie on. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Like I'm so excited. But like to get that confidence, like, okay, I'm gonna go to this like hotel, Airbnb, wherever, this location. There's gonna be a bunch of other dudes around. Like I that's what I learned is
So
very
yeah,
a like
so what
challenging.
I will say is, while we're talking about etiquette, is like know your personal etiquette and hygiene. If you
Fucking
want,
guy puts a condom in a fucking toilet, I will fucking end you. There were 3 condoms in that toilet.
okay, no,
3. Don't do that.
have all the brains, but what I'm talking about is
There's a
like,
bin right next to it.
that's the one thing is like when you're done, and if you're the guy, take the rubber off and throw it in the garbage. Don't just like throw it on the bed or wherever.
Stop stealing my towels. I'm easily marked by my towels because whenever I take a shower, I still have hair dye in and it like tints red. So don't take that towel. Like, if you see
Well,
red on the towel, I'm not bleeding. It's just that's my hair dye. Because no, I'm not fucking, this is not my real hair color. We've talked about this already. Stop stealing my towel.
but
But like,
that's the
clean
other thing.
yourself up. That's fine.
Well, the big thing is there are some guys who I've seen that just come straight from work, and we've talked
That.
about this.
And yeah,
And
and no, I had plenty of guys that were coming from work. I was like, great. Like if you want, I will ask to get more towels. I don't mind that.
yeah, no, if you're gonna be a guy, if you're doing that, and you know you're gonna be sweating or whatnot, message ahead and say, "Hey, can you just have a couple towels so this way I can at least shower when I get there
Yeah.
quickly?"
Oh my god, the soaps
You'd
and
be
shampoo and
surprised.
stuff that they had in that shower were so fucking nice.
Well, and you
Mm.
know what? A lot of the people who are hosting it will appreciate it, especially because you know what? Nobody, I repeat, nobody wants to put their smelly person. No shit.
Well, I unfortunately, but fortunately for me, I love the smell of like a hard worked man. Mm, like I would 100% right now, like shove my nose into your armpits because I love that. It is a smell of appreciation.
See, me personally, I just like why
I
like
don't exist.
I don't like when I can smell myself. Does that make
I
sense?
I love it so much. So like you worked really hard today. Like and that's why like I love like everyone smelled so nasty that night. And even
Oh yeah,
last
you
night,
look
and I was
nasty at
like,
the end. So
I
you're going
love
at
it.
it.
I, uh, it's so good. Like you worked hard. I want to smell that. My nose. I don't know how my nose isn't broken yet, but I love that smell of like I worked hard today. I sweated it off. I'm like, cool. You want fuck?
Well, that and also, it's definitely like okay. When you go to these events, you'll get some girls who you have to be wrapped. You have
Yes,
others.
I always do wrapped. I have to.
I've had some where it's like you can go bare inside them. Now
That is a
that is a
very
per
tricky thing because when it comes to something like that, unless I've actually had like a one-on-one and we've showed our like test results to each other, then I'm okay. That's how I was. Oh, I was gonna bring him up. I swear to God, not going to. Nope, 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 nope. I'll start.
pump the brakes, pump the brakes.
Yep. It's a podcast. It's fine. We're here. We're happy. We're having a good time. But no, like if I have a one-on-one with someone and we've seen our test results, fine. But every time, I need everyone wrapped up.
And it's not a
Isn't it
bad
crazy to
thing.
think that I only did one guy last night out of like
Mm,
90 people?
yeah,
Meh.
you know, but it's one of those things where when you go to these events, you just go have fun, relax, talk.
Yeah, please be considerate. The charcuterie board, it was literally, I didn't even send you the
Well,
picture of it
not
yet.
everyone has snacks. I will say this: not everyone I go to
Oh,
has
yeah.
snacks.
I
I'll
brought in
try
too many
them.
snacks apparently last time. So y'all better fucking attend my next like
I
event
will
because I
next.
brought
I've
I
been
hate that
to
I brought Slim Jims. Like
well, well, I will say it's the best one. The ones that have the best snacks are the ones that are supplying like, the individual like snacks, like small like Halloween candies and stuff like that.
oh my god, you know my next event is gonna be lit over those because I just bought
And
one.
you know what? Everyone thinks about like no. Some guys don't think about to go wash their hands afterwards because of where their hands have been, or if they've been covered in lube, or
Yeah.
it's one thing if it's like your hand. That's one thing where it's going to your bite, but think about like someone else.
Yeah, make sure you clean yourself. Like, take all the towels you want, use all the soap. I don't care.
Trim.
Trim, please, that Mitch. Well, I mean, there's some girls. Like, there's a girl at the last event. She was like, I prefer a bush. I'm like, okay,
No,
that's
and that's
fine.
totally fine. But what I'm talking about, if you're a guy and you want a girl to go down on you and like,
Oh, you're talking about our etiquette.
well, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm
Please,
talking about
please,
like, if I want
just
someone to
man.
go down on me,
Is I wish there was a woman manscape. A womanscape. I always clean myself. Like I make sure. Uh, that is a thing. Yeah, because I douche myself 24 hours before any event.
yeah. See, and I trim myself like day of.
Yeah. So, well,
I'll trim myself
what douche is
day.
like? I have like I like on the box it says before 24 hours, please do this, and I'm like, okay, I'll shoot up water, vinegar. My God.
Now I'll trim myself and
Yeah,
whatnot and do all that stuff.
like be
But when
appropriate. Don't show up like real lazy and whatnot. Like I understand you worked really hard, but like if you're attending one of these events, please.
well, and one thing I will do is I know Manscaped has sort of like this spray
Oh,
for like
Manscaped, please, Manscaped. Can you sponsor us? Because we talk about you a lot.
they have this spray that they have, and I don't remember off
I
the top of my head
know.
because I accidentally left it at my cousin's house because I was at a party last night. Not
Oh,
G-rated party, folks. Not that kind of party.
no, this is family oriented.
It's not that kind. Get your mind out of the gutter. But so we were at there. And they have the spray that's great for, especially when we do like these kind of events,
Mm.
because you can spray it on when you get to the event. You're in your car, drop the drawers a little bit, spray, let it dry out for a second, put them up, and off you go. You know what? It helps a lot with that because you know what? that's the area that smells the most.
Yeah. I don't want to like go down on you and smell that. I mean, I understand it, but like when it gets to the ball like area, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no,
that's. I mean,
because
there's
that's
times
the balls absorb so much more sweat.
well that and it's
I
also
need,
the air down there, and but
yeah.
I
So
also personally
what are our top 5 etiquettes right now for going to a game bang?
so
We've
big
got
one
condoms.
is condoms. The host is in control.
Yes.
Okay. I would also say hygiene,
Yes, please, like if you can, and if not,
like
like there's a shower there.
right, personal hygiene, you know,
Mhm.
and and then I would say be respectful slash manners.
Yes, the words big, yes or no are a thing. Please listen to those.
Please, thank you. You know,
Mhm.
basic elementary school stuff,
Mm.
and then the last one is just have fun.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
That's like the reason I
Have
put that one
fun. Don't like make it so intimidating for yourself. Like just have a fun time.
right, and that I say that one last because you know what the other ones sort of do. You do need to have fun, but you do need to be respectful. You do need to care about your height.
Yeah, because you have to
And
understand like there's a lot going on. It's so hot in there.
right, and also if you have, I'm gonna say this: if you are uncomfortable, like coming from a guy's point of view, it's like being in the locker room when everyone's showering.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Okay, you know, don't get discouraged. The one thing I will say is if you're the guy and you're about to get off, make sure you're aiming in the right direction because some guys just don't want to have backsplash or be on target. Because the first when I was the very first time I went to these, I was literally going and there's a guy in front of Thetis. He and
Oh.
literally he yells, "I'm about to," and literally I look up
Okay.
here at like face level, and it was like, "You want to talk about the biggest?" And he stopped right before he came, but it was like the biggest killer of the like. Literally, you just felt yourself go. "Boom."
Uh,
Literally, I just felt myself go. "Boom." And it took me a little bit longer than the rest of the night to get.
I just want everyone to be confident. If you go to a game main,
Mm,
just trust in yourself. Like it's incredible. Of course, it's very scary. Um, but just get to know the host, and, and I hope that everyone trusts me. That it is intimidating. I'm intimidated by it that I'm doing these things, but there is an etiquette. Please bring your own towels if you really want, condoms, water, your own beverages, whatever, and be
and
nice and respectful. And fucking please let someone know if you're gonna shoot a shot in fucking Johnny's face.
yeah, well, I will also say it. Be cautious of the noise level when you're in some of these.
Yeah,
You know, you're not supposed to have some of these big groups in like some of these hotel rooms, and literally they
right.
can call the cops, and
Yeah. And
it
we didn't
can.
get we got lucky with our last one because we were in a corner room with no one next door. I was like, yes.
I've had some where we literally had to pull the bed away from the
Yeah,
wall.
no, there was a point where like all the guys were like, "Can we pull Ginger's head away from the headboard?" I'm like, "Why?" Like they're like, "Because you're fucking banging on the wall." I'm like, "There's no one there." Like, "Yeah, but we're worried that you're gonna get concussed." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
no,
fine."
I've had others like where they didn't take that into account and
Yeah.
whatnot, and it's def. And if you're, oh, I'm gonna say this right now, if
Okay.
you plan to do like take a picture or shoot a video,
Please ask for consent. You have to say
yeah,
that so out loud.
yes, consent is key. I don't. You ask it once, ask it 500 times before you even
Yeah,
hit that, because you know what, you may get somebody who doesn't want their face shown or
exactly. Yeah. Because for someone like me, like I love putting out content, but like I was very grateful for the last event. Everyone was like, "Yeah, cool, I'll be part of this."
well that
Great.
and
But like
with
always,
tattoos.
like always ask for that because I know everyone wants to take photos and videos and whatnot. Being like, hey, I did this, like, great. But yeah,
Right. I
consent is
mean,
always key.
and also, if they have tattoos, and they don't want their face shown, ask if it's okay if you
Yeah, to blur
have
it
the
out and
tattoo
stuff.
shown, or if you have to blur it out or
But
whatnot. Because
yeah. So if you all want to do a game bang, and you want more information, please follow my profiles. All of our links are down below. Um, it and I totally like encourage everyone to do it if they're really wanting to do it. Just do it in like a safe and respectful way because it is a very intimidating moment. But if you meet the right people, you absolutely can.
oh yeah,
So just let's go to
and
fetlife.com. Follow me. I'm Darth Ginger. Hi,
you can follow
and
me.
Johnny is.
And if you got questions even about gangbangs, feel free to message me. I definitely will respond and
Yeah.
can give you a few ideas of what
Yeah,
to
because you've
expect.
been to more than I have, but now I'm starting to host Spine, and you've been really helping me out a lot to like really figure this kind of stuff out because there is like it's not that like simple as like just showing up and fucking like that's not the real thing at all. Like if you guys
There's
have that
a lot of
mindset, like great, but it's not.
there's a lot of planning behind it that
Yeah,
like some people are used to seeing the end result, but there's a lot of like details that I've explained to you that you have to take into account. You have to figure out
and
this.
yeah, and if you guys want us to cover more on top of this stuff, because I'll be doing it, you'll be at one on
I'll
September
be
8th,
two
and then
weeks. Yeah.
I'm doing mine on September 13th. So it'll be really interesting. So thank you all for like listening and watching or whatever the fuck you're
I,
doing. I hope you're like doing some weird shit with your peepees. I don't know. Fuck, that's so stupid. All right, take this microphone away from me.
we go. Remember, we buy
And thank
all
you. And so
buy all
I hope you all like if we can get 750 subscribers, and then I can go to the East Coast to Exotica. Great.
and also if we're at Exotica, y'all can meet us. What could be wrong
Yes,
with that?
please. Yeah, I'll be around. We'll be
And
together.
and who knows? We may do a day where we're in the T-Rex costumes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You know what? That trust me, you all find us and we're
No,
in
no, don't spoil it. No, don't spoil it for them.
pretty fun.
I thank you guys for listening or watching. I hope you all have a good fucking day. Thank you coming back or welcome to what the fuck this is. And we'll see you guys later.